Yo, yo. What the deal? What's going on? What's up, Alberto? What's up, Chris? Chris Brooks, chilling. Haney not on BLK Prime anymore. Turkey wants him to fight in April. Yeah, they want him to fight Ryan. I think that's the fight that's happening. Haney versus Ryan 2. Interesting fight because actually it reminds me a lot of Pryor versus Arguello. Everything down to one black fighter, one Hispanic fighter. Roles were reversed though. Pryor the black guy whooped the Hispanic guy's ass in that one. But that was the famous in the corner, which of course there's a big difference between speculation and an actual positive drug test. Pryor never had a positive drug test, but you heard his trainer saying, give me the other bottle, give me the one that I mixed, which all of you who know athletic state commissions in any state prohibit anything to be given to the fighters except water. You don't mix water. Right? Now, there's ways around, it was electrolyte water I made. But in the rematch, Aaron Pryor beat Arguello even worse. In a lot of people's minds, fully erasing any shroud of doubt that the first fight was fueled by any kind of steroids or enhancement or whatever. This fight will be similar. Racial tensions in this fight too. Ryan using the N-word does not help the racial tensions, of course. Arguello wasn't going around calling people the N-word, but so Joaquin, the Juice fight. Hey, not gonna match with his body card here. I don't know. What up, Rob? Okay, fine. This feels very OnlyFans-ish. You ask me to swallow shit and I do it, but fuck it. I'm still sick. You guys believe I'm still sick? It is going on 2.5 weeks. Today, all day I was sleeping. All the symptoms are pretty much gone now. I just have fatigue and I get headaches. But fatigue to where you got to stay in bed. I could get shit done. I could bring the trash to the corner. I could do shit, but then I'm tired and I got to rest. Crazy. Still here. This is the worst cold I've ever had. I don't even think it's COVID, because I don't think what's going around is a COVID. It's an RSV, but not COVID. Whatever. Fuck that. I don't even talk about it. Bro, you a gay? Ask Marco. It's part of it. That's a customary thing. I'll give you something gay, Alberto. You want to see something gay? I'll give you something gay. You know what I'm saying? You want to go that route? We could do it. We can do it. It's fun to stay at the on that old jailhouse shit, you sucking my dick. I ain't gay, you sucking my dick. That kind of shit. You know what I'm saying? All right, that was too far, wasn't it? That was too far. But that's how we did it in the 90s. You say, yo, blah, blah, blah. Yeah, I got something gay for you. You did, shut the fuck up then. See, that's how we would handle it. But that was kind of gay. Canelo, yeah, I saw that too. I don't type shout out Marco anymore. It's word. Ray J, what up? I don't think Haney can take Ryan's power regardless. I'm with you. I am with you. Didn't know Marco had a channel. So kind of that's like an insult, but a compliment. What's up, my man? I don't know what do I call you? FHV? FHV? What's up? Well, now you know. So if you don't know how to channel, how'd you hear me? Out of curiosity, how'd you hear me first? And then we'll get to the rest. I got Dev in the rematch, right? Yeah, I don't know about that. Where Rich at? He be on my helmet but Rob. All right, Alberto, why are you such a fucking instigator? Did you watch the Ring Awards? Man, it felt good to have a real proper boxing Grammys. No, I didn't watch it, but it did look dope. I'm gonna tell you guys something right now. If Turki Al-Sheikh like dies or gets disinterested, or you guys have to understand something. Do you know what Turki Al-Sheikh is? Turki Al-Sheikh is, let me see, hold on. He is, let me see, I want to say the exact, he is the Saudi, he's the advisor to the royal court. He is the chairman, he is the chairman of the General Entertainment Authority. So he basically runs the General Entertainment Authority of Saudi, right? Meaning, it's not his money, it's the government's money. So, fuck what you say, government. It's a government's money, right, that they give to him. Why I bring this up? He can either die, which I'm not wishing on anybody, but he can get fired or he can quit. So if any of those things happen, or he can get disinterested, or the General Entertainment Authority, is that what it was called? I just read it. In Saudi, could, as a lot of businesses do, cut funds, cut budgets, tighten shit up. Say, no, you can't keep pumping out all this money for boxing. If any of that happens, we are fucked. That's one thing I don't like. I don't like that all of our eggs are in that turkey basket. Short bus shorty. Marco, you should have been on the red carpet interviewing these legends. Had some British. I know, man. I know. I appreciate you. I'm with you. I would do so much better. I'm gonna be like, so we're here with blah blah blah. So what you think about fighting Ryan Garcia? I wouldn't. Come on. Canelo was in London for the awards. Was asked about Buff. It looks like they're looks like it. What you think about Crawford at 54? Didn't look the best. We need to see more though. Good point. Seems like every boxer promoter are tired with Saudis. I don't know if they're tired with them, but we're dependent. That's like our daddy. We're all hoes, and that's our pimp. We're all boxing hoes. Not literally. That's our boxing. That's our pimp. That's our pimp daddy. And when pimp daddy decides to stop fucking funding us, we got to hit this. We're fucked. And I don't like. Maybe we're not hoes, right? But it makes me feel like I'm a boxing hoe to him now. Like, okay, because a lot rides on that man now. A lot of good, but still, a lot rides. It's that whole, diversify your portfolio. Boxing's portfolio is not diversified. It's all in Turkey and Saudi. Why Haney stay BLK Prime? I don't know. You might have to sell your ass to Turkey to get a job, and fuck it. We need you. I'll sell your ass to Turkey. I'll sell yours. I'm cheap too, because you know what I'm saying. I'll say, yeah. You let me know. Let me know your price. I'll fly you out there, and I'll get it. So I'll sell a slice of Alberto to get me a job. I like that idea. It's a good job. That's a good idea. Eddie Hearn said he flat out works for Turkey. Did he? Well, there it is. Big Turkey's giving us so many fights. Let's enjoy it while it lasts. It might last a long time. I'm not trying to jinx it. I'm just saying, that's what it is. And I'm saying it because it doesn't make, he's not making money off this, right? He's losing money with these events. And I even dare to say everybody else wouldn't do that, which is why we don't get the big fights. What's up, AK? We know Bill Haney wasn't lying about T.O. Turkey. Punch Drunk was peddling on T.O. Okay. I believe it. Yeah, nah, Alberto, it wouldn't sell for much. You know what I'm saying? Happy Meal, extra napkins maybe. Maybe even like a little Zanzibar. Yeah, I bet it is. Mm-hmm. I need you for your mind and your ass that I'm going to sell now. It's your idea and I love it. Thank you for giving the mind and the ass to get me a job. I literally took 4 naps today because of this cold. 4 naps. And like at least an hour each. That's, yeah, out of control, this fucking thing. I started getting frustrated because I'm a control freak, and this is just like, I feel like I've been taken over by like a fucking alien in my body. But I gotta try to surrender. Like, all right, the shit'll go when it goes. Nah, man, not fully. Who's Dev gonna fight realistically? He's fighting Ryan next. On Shakur, I think he has the tools to be one of the best. We just have to see him show and prove. Big Daddy Kane has a song called Show and Prove, and that's what we need to see. He needs to show and prove. His eye test is good. Yeah, he's a little lackluster sometimes. Not the most exciting fighter, but he gets the dubs. She's actually on the phone right now. She would laugh if she heard it. How old is everyone here? The usual guys that are always here. You're 38. It's a mix, man. We got like 3 or 4 15, 16-year-olds. Alberto's 20, I believe. Eon, who's not here, is 20. It's a fucking range. It's a range of people. 43. Who the fuck? Are they really? Who orders magazines anymore? Everything's electronic. I didn't see the whole event, Gus. It looked dope, though. It looked like a legit, like, boxing Grammys type shit. I liked it. Marco, you know Alberto really got flew out to Dubai to get by his royal. So you're basically saying
royal penis is clean, Your Highness. The royal penis is clean, Your Highness. The royal penis is clean, Your Highness.
That's Alberto when he flies out there. 29, 33. See, whole mix. Having a magazine and some fly shit. Put it at a coffee table. 52. There we go. See? It's a whole mix. Hey, Rob, you know how it is? Rob, you know what that's from, right? You have to know what that's from. That whole movie took place in your fucking borough. You have to know where that's from. In your borough. Nah, Rob's 38, I believe. Yes, sir. He knows. He knows. It's such a dope scene. She just pops up. She was fly, too. Pops up out the water. What do you think of Don King winning Lifetime Achievement Award? So Turkey gave him that award? Very mature. Tank training video is crazy. Yeah, it's pretty good. He went live today briefly. No, I don't think it's 50-50. I'm going to do 75-25 Ryan. Yeah, he's damn near 100, that dude. He's 93, 94. Yeah, it's not 50-50. I don't think so either. I'm going to say 75-25 or maybe 70-30 for Ryan. When I watched the Ring Award, I was happy, man. I'm saying, but that makes me think what I said earlier. Like, what if the general entertainment agency, whatever the fuck I said it was called, fires him? or they have to cut budget. I mean, literally everything will crumble like that. When am I coming to Vegas? Why? You don't even live in Vegas. I hate Vegas. The only way I'm ever go to Vegas again is when I start working for whatever boxing wise, and I'm out there for fights. I'm never gonna go to Vegas for fun, or if maybe a really good friend of mine gets married or some shit. I think Devis wins a rematch. Devin, that's possible. Don King stole. Yeah, Don King was bad. Robert, you're right. He was bad. Don King was evil. Yep, that was his rep was evil. He went there and tried to fight him. When he boxed, he won easy. I think he knows that. He didn't win easy when he boxed. Smoking, Franklin. Ryan was being completely inactive and just fell into his Victorville shell. That to me was, and mind you, I didn't care who won the fight. I actually was picking Devin to win easily. That to me was more Ryan gassed out and not engaging than Devin doing anything. So don't forget, Ryan's taller than Devin. It's going to be harder to box him. Dev's usually the taller dude, but not in this instance. I mean, you might be right, Rob. To make things even wilder, I'm 66. Well, good for you, Night Train. Good. I like it. Now see, it's funny. The 15-year-olds, there's at least 4 15-year-olds that are in here. A lot. They're not here yet right now. What up, Stilo? The 15-year-olds ain't up in this bitch yet. Benavidez is going to stop Marie. Yeah, agreed. Brutally. You want to run a train on who? Damn. Okay, well, keep that shit to yourself. Nelson versus Pacheco. I don't know. Don King will get boxers with a case of money and hookers. He played the whole like with Tyson, the whole pro black shit. Like, yo, we're brothers, blah blah blah. That's what he played with Tyson. I don't know what he did without how. But that was also because Tyson his whole squad was white. His head trainer, Kevin, who was my trainer, the management, who I knew, all of them were white. So maybe he only did that because he knew he had that angle. Most other fighters, like, it's rare, that everybody's white in a camp except the fighter. So maybe he just played what he knew would work. I don't know. Or maybe the dudes were dirtbags. I mean, I knew them. They were cool. But I didn't know the inner workings. But from what I did know of them, I knew one of his managers really well. And, of course, Kevin Rooney. They were all good people. But who the fuck knows? You think Bud and Canelo fight will happen this year? I don't know. I never thought it would, but Canelo looks like he's cracking a little bit. Shakur vs. Haney might be the most boring fight in the planet. Yeah, man. That shit would definitely be like
boring.
I'm with you. The 15-year-olds are sleeping. No, they're in here. They'll be here. Marco, his name is Train Fu. Huh? Bud and Nello for strapping this year. I don't know, man. Can Benavidez beat? Yes, I think he can. I'm telling you guys, I think David Benavidez might end up being the greatest fighter out of all of them when all is said and done. I really do. I think Don King is going to hell. That he might not collect $200. He might not skip go. He might just go right there. Would you ever train a fighter? Maybe. Probably not, unless it was like a big name fighter. It was like big time. He looks good, but we need to see more. Salute. I got Devin winning the rematch. I picked Ryan the first fight, but he cheated. Okay, I had it the other way around. I had Devin winning the first fight. Now I got Ryan winning the rematch. I enjoy high-level chess. Yeah, it's boring to me. I think Bivol's going to win. I don't want Bivol to win. I want Bivol to actually lose, but I think Bivol's going to beat him. Marco, what would you do if you had 15 pounds to make weight and you're 2 days out? Not fight in that weight division? That's like 2 weight divisions, actually. Don King knew Tyson, loved cash and hose. The fake pro black stuff helped. Yeah. Put your waist trainer, Alberto. It's over for Haney at top level if Ryan wins again. Yeah, maybe. Sandor Martin versus Haney. I don't know. I don't really know we don't know how this Ryan fight's going to affect Haney yet. I want to see him fight somebody. Yeah, there's one of the 20-year-olds. Marco, you hate when someone doesn't like a slugfest. No, I like boxing. I used to love watching Pernell Whitaker fight. Shakur going to stop Floyd? No. He's going to beat him, though. He's going to beat him. He might even get clipped a couple times. I think Shakur's going to get hit a few times and then adjust, but he's going to win. UD. My man, but the hell won. Ray, my man, but how the hell he won fight of the year? Ray who? It's a bet I'm going to duck Shakur again anyway. Look, we just want to see Shakur fight. I don't think he's going to stop him. What, Ian? When was the last time Shakur stopped anybody? What? Jamel Herring, I believe, which was like in 2002. Was good. Yeah. Raymond Ford. Oh, okay. Right. Frank versus Edwin. Frank Martin versus De Los Santos. I'll tell you one thing for sure.
Boring.
Bro, has Inoue fought any Hall of Famer in his resume? That's not his fault, though, man. He fought everybody that's there. It's only his fault if there's people there that he's not fighting, that he's ducking. Otherwise, it is what it is. Okay. Nah, how could he be overrated? Undefeated, has like an 80% knockout ratio. Like, nah, he's rated where he should be. He might, Rob, but I don't think it's going to happen. I think Schofield's too tough. Donaire, hell yeah, Donaire's a Hall of Famer. Donaire is the only man to be champion in the last four decades, the 20s, the 10s, and I think the last 3 decades. He's the only man to do that. He was a champion in the 2000s, in the 210s, and the 220s. That's Hall of Fame shit. Love your stuff, Marco. Appreciate you, Michael. Appreciate you. Thank you. Filipino. Yeah, he will for sure. Boyachuk said Fundora stopped Spence, like I said. Let's let the fight be signed, because I don't think Spence is coming back. Anderson Stanionis talks again. Okay. Ravens won. I don't give a fuck. I don't give a fuck. Which Ray knockout hurt you the most? Oh, which Roy? Him getting knocked out, the first one. The rest was just like, okay, this is where we're at now. Well, Inoue beat Donaire. That's Hall of Famer. He did. That's a great point. Inoue fighting a nobody again. Yeah, that's right. Donaire. Donaire is one of the greatest, one of the hardest punchers ever, too, at that weight class. What do you think about the Brown Bomber fight coming up? Brown Bomber was Joe Louis. You mean the Bronze Bomber, who would be Wilder? But there's no fight for Wilder. Please specify what you're saying, because I didn't get it. That was Pacquiao for the 4 decades. No, Donaire did it too. He has some accolade to do with longevity, and I forget what it is. What's up, Edwin? Eon thinks Spence coming back. No, I don't think Spence is coming back. They've been talking about Spence versus Fundora for like 10 months. Yep, he did. If Ryan lands the left hook, no steroid, Haney go down again? Yes. Willie Jakes? Sounds like a strip club. The fuck is that? I brought up Roy and you didn't hit the soundboard, thank God, because it could be OD loud. Yeah, nah, I mean, sometimes you don't always...
I must have forgot.
All right, my bad. Sometimes you don't always got it when Roy.
Y'all must have forgot.
I'm saying, you bring up Roy. I'm not.
Y'all
always...
must have forgot.
All right, fuck it. Yep. Eon equals I don't. Marco, what was the fight that made you boxing? What was the fight that made you boxing? Made me love boxing? What are you trying to say? Canelo gonna get 250 M's. No, he's not getting no damn 250 M's. Bro, Ryan had like 1 billion. So RJ, that's not true. That is a rumor. There is no confirmed evidence saying that it was a traced amount. That's just not true. And trust me, I don't think it mattered. I really don't. Now, I don't know for sure. But that's not true. They didn't release how much was found. The athletic commission that runs the test, it just says detected or not. So that is absolutely not true. The only people who ever said that it was a billionth of a gram was Ryan Garcia's lawyers. But the people who did the tests never specified how much. What do you think about Tank Davis's fight coming up? I'm excited. I'm gonna be up in that bitch too. What the fuck is Willie Jakes? It sounds like some nasty ass dive bar in the Lower East Side. Roy was a one-hit wonder. I'll fucking hit you with a one-hit wonder. What up, Steven? What up, Ralph? Trello brother coming. Nope. I don't think either of those motherfuckers coming back. That's another two that we've been hearing for how long. He got that Canelo money. He's done. He's like, peace. Kazaki turned down Turkey offer for him to fight Carl Frock. Is that a fact? Like right now? What fight? A fight that I watched I told the story recently. So my father was not really in my life up until I was like way older, like a teenager. But he would come in and out, right? And at one point, I was with my pops, and we were watching a fight in 1983. So I was 6. I turned 7 in 83, but at the end of it, so I was 6 during this fight. And it was Michael Dokes versus Jerry Coetzee fight. And that was when Coetzee ended up knocking out Dokes in a huge upset. And it was so fucking exciting. And side note, Coetzee then became the first white heavyweight champion since, I think, the fucking 50s. It might have been since Rocky Marciano. That was the first white heavyweight. So 30 years it went of no crackers holding the strap. But I didn't give a fuck about that part. The fight was so exciting because it was like they were bombing each other out. And it was such an upset. Nobody thought Coetzee would beat Dokes, who was undefeated. Ryan got framed. He's in cahoots with Victor. Okay. Any amount means that there's more prior irrelevant one amount. It's an amount. Well, amount's an amount, but it does matter because you can have a little alcohol in your system, but if it's just a little, it will not affect your central nervous system, your functioning. You know what I'm saying? So it matters in terms of, did it actually help him in the fight? But based on the rules, yeah, any amount is failing, and that's all that matters. But to me, it does matter how much, because if it was tainted, if he legitimately took some supplements, then it was tainted and it was just a little bit, it matters, because that means, well, one, he didn't do it on purpose, but more importantly, it didn't help him. It didn't do anything, because a trace amount won't give him an edge. So, and for people to say that, oh, any amount would give you an edge, that's not true. That's not true. It matters how much. Just like anything, you want to fucking do coke, if you do a couple fucking little specks of coke, you're not going to feel it. Or, same thing with liquor. You take a 1 billionth of a gram of a shot, you're not going to feel it. It's the same shit. Facts, never specified the amount either. Yeah, that's true. I'm going to go down here a little bit because you guys are burying me here. What you mean? What fight broke your heart? I hated Oscar for beating Julio. Tyson versus Douglas was the first fight where I actually shed a tear. I was 12 or 13, but still. What's your ultimate goal as a boxing content creator? To make a living off of this. to make a living off of this and to have the recognition, make a living off of this and have the recognition and the respect of my peers and boxing fans. That's my goal. Don't make shit about race, bro. It's a sport. No one is bigger than the program. Willie Jake is a kid. Oh, that's Wilder is fighting some dude named Willie Jake. Is that a fact? Were you? Didn't Floyd say Vada was corrupt? Yeah, he said it, but blind fan. Bud Charlo should happen next. Yeah, it should. This ain't one of those channels. JCC was a god. Yeah, he was, man. Motherfucker was 91-0, I believe, before he lost. Well, he should have lost before that. He should have actually lost to Meldrick, which was when he was, I think he was 69-0 at the time. Frock Kazaki fight would have been interesting in 2007. Yeah, exactly. Instagram don't pay, man. Now they pay. They just pay garbage. They, like I told you guys, last month I had over 10 million total views on Instagram. 10 million total views. And I got so little money for that. It's ridiculous. So little. Pacquiao was the guy for the years. Klitschko, Fury, Joshua was like, no. That's not a fact at all. Just talks. Yeah, okay. Yeah, Wilder's. I don't. Wilder should not fight anymore. Biggest robbery. Chavez Purnell was pretty bad. Roy and Floyd Olympic. Yeah, those were bad. Well, nah. Floyd wasn't on the level. Roy's was on above all that. Like Floyd was kind of bad, but Roy's was Stevie Wonder. Is TikTok back up running? Yeah, TikTok is. I got a new one, and I'm starting to make money off it now. Finally, but it's it's not doing great yet. What's up, Steph? Steph Brown, the only man who says hello by saying goodbye. He's like, great seeing you. Take care. God bless. I'm like, wait, what? Three black young fighters robbed in the Olympics, shaking my head. Yeah, well, I mean, the majority of the U.S. fighters Olympic fighters are black. Over, I don't know how many, since the fucking 60s, probably. Hagler. Easily Hagler blind. Easily. TikTok is over January 19th. Is that a fact? Taylor robbery against Chavez. That wasn't a robbery. That was just a bad. So robbery, when people say robbery, Smooth, they're referring to bad judging. That was a bad stoppage. That was bad refereeing. Probably the Roy Jones ones when he came in.
Y'all must have forgot.
At the Rockefeller Center. Not Rockefeller Center. At what's it called? Radio City Music Hall with Method Man and Redman. That was dope. Not really, but I'll watch it. Duran low-key overrated. I'm with you. I hope not, because I'm making money. Never know what people are doing or feeling. So be well, be good. No, you're a good man. Future reference, watch videos so you don't get robbed like them. Don't know what they did. Hagler, Money, Shakur, Roy Jones all got robbed. Oh, yeah. She got robbed too, to Savannah Marshall. But Savannah Marshall fight was close-ish. So to me, a robbery is something that's not even close. Pac-Man, when he just started going through all those welterweights, all of them, when he went through that streak, knocking out Pacquiao, Margarito, De La Hoya, Cotto, like all those shits, Hatton. Pacquiao, biggest robbery. Eon, stay hating on Mexican fighters. Who's not Mexican? Me? I've been to Roy Jones versus James Toney. Michael Moore versus Evander Holyfield, 1. Kevin Kelly versus Prince Nassim Hamed. I went to this heavyweight card back in the day when Chris Bird, I think, fought Galad. It was a whole bunch of heavyweights. But I went to Wilder versus what's his face? King Kong. I think the first one. I went to Rolly versus Tank and Haney versus Garcia. Oh, and Canelo versus Caleb Plant. And then a bunch of other little ones that you would never heard of. Like when I was fighting, I went to my own fights. Those were fight cards, but they weren't. Duran is not. Oh, he is. That's right. But he's Panamanian. He might be by blood, but that motherfucker reps Panama. Come on. I'm going to go down a little here. You saw. I did. Dope, right? Yeah, good. Had good seats, too. Is Ryan versus Dev fight up there? For what? Like the greatest fight I saw? No. It was funny seeing, because I was a bunch of people who were big Dev fans, and it was funny seeing some of their faces. They were sitting there like just shocked. Yeah, Roy versus Tony. The dopest energy was by far Prince Nassim versus Kevin Kelly, but the second most electric energy was actually the Wilder versus King Kong, Luis Ortiz fight, because that was a fight where Luis Ortiz just the round before almost had Wilder out, and then Wilder came back and knocked him out. I met you at Dev versus Ryan when you was with Drew Titan. Oh, word? See? So there's a confirmation. I'm not lying. I was at the fight. That's dope. Where we meet? Like, who were you sitting with? Bigger puncher, Mike or George? Great question. Very different. Mike Tyson was fast and snappy. A lot of what Mike Tyson did, the effects were because dudes didn't see it coming. Foreman was like blunt force trauma, like a fucking freight train coming at you slowly and boom, just force. So very different fighters. So who would hit harder if it measured? Foreman probably would hit harder if it measured on like a punch machine. But Tyson's were just as effective, if not more effective, because they also had the speed, which gave the effect of stealthy punch. The ones you don't see, the ones that hurt you. Alberto, I'm sure you're African lineage. What fight would you pay front row seats for today? I don't know. Duran's father was Mexican, his mom was Panama. Yeah. Try to tie the future. I'm not sleeping on him. Yeah, I had Luis upsetting Wilder. It almost happened, that fight. I'm still laughing about that comment from me on Duran overrated. It was, we was talking in the hallway, but I see you in front with Drew. And Champ's side, there was like this little space, I guess, because they had different press pass. All right, dope. Dope. You live in, Steven, you live around here? Where are you from? I think Carmel Morton is that. You said Carmel Morton. Carmel Morton sounds like a steakhouse. It's Carmel Morton. Marco, I think in your way could, yeah. Would you rather see Bud versus Canelo or David versus Canelo? I don't know. Maybe David, because he deserves his shine. Bud already has his shine. That fight would give Benavidez his shine. Do you think Tank hits? Yes. No, Tank has all of that. He has concussive power, speed, timing, accuracy, all that. Like Tyson. Crawford, Canelo seems likely now. Your predictions? Crawford might get stopped. I'm from the Midwest, but I live here in Pennsylvania. Oh, all right, bet. I mean, he a legend, but he'd be the only one legend. Okay. Alberto, that's a lie. My shoulder dislocated. What the fuck are you guys talking about? I changed my mind. Crawford beating Canelo. Yeah, okay. Yo, content creator, Gervonta Tank Davis versus Devin. Who you got and why? Tank. Tank over anybody at 35 or 40. Why? Because he has 2 cinder blocks, and he's a smart fucking fighter, and he's fast. Contrary to what people think, he's very smart, high IQ, and a very tough will, and very patient. His patience is unmatched. So Devin got all fucking worked up when Ryan hit him. Devin kind of lost his. Tank wouldn't lose his patience. Tank has shown that he's been clipped by Rolly, by Ryan, by Barrios, and just keeps his patience. I think so too, but Tio has a great chance. Why do you see Crawford getting stopped? I think people saying Canelo too big. Crawford literally. He might not get stopped. I think he loses though. I just think Canelo's too big for him, especially after we saw how Crawford performed at his last fight at 54. This is 2 fucking weight classes above that. I believe Shakur can beat Tank, but only one. Yeah. Why Buddy call you a content creator? I don't know. I can dig it. Facts, homie. Smart man. Thank you. Crawford's not slept on. He's the number 1 pound fighter in the world. What you mean? Your mom's Mexican and your dad is mixed. My great grandmama black. No, she's not. Bivol versus better BF2. Bivol. I always say this. I want Bivol to lose, but I think he's going to win. I think Tio can win against Tank, but then again, I'm Honduran. Tio can win against Tank. Yes, that would be the most exciting fight in boxing to watch. Those 2. Fireworks. High IQ, both speed, snappy punches, power. That'd be dope. Canelo and Bud the same size. The weight ain't gonna play a part in Bud beating Canelo up. Well, size doesn't just mean height. Size means body frame. Mike Tyson was 5'10", right? Is 5'10", but he's 220 solid. He's built like a pit bull. So is Canelo. Bud is not. I thought that at first, but now I'm not so sure. Bacoli fucks a job up. I think if the fight are close, the first will no good. The whole trilogy, maybe. Bud took those 154 shots well. Yeah, he took them well. I'm with you. But his offense, he's going to need to hit Canelo with something to make Canelo respect him. And I don't think he might not have that at that weight. That's what I'm saying. I got to hit the road, Jack. Yeah, I'll be easy. All right, Alberto. Fury going to stop nobody if he not on the ish. FA going to sleep. Yeah, FA's getting fucked up. FA's getting fucked up. But I don't want to see Joshua fight anymore. I don't want to see. They should retire. Those guys are both in their fucking mid-30s. Like, just walk away. You're both, multiple champions, multiple times. Millionaires, fucking many times over. Just walk away. Save yourself some CTE. Enjoy the rest of your life. Do something else. Because you live the majority of your life after boxing. So make a difference. I wouldn't say that, Ruben. I think Tio is very good at both. I just think Tank hits too hard. That's the difference. Tio might even hit him with that shit. But Tio also isn't a big he'll blast you out with fast sizzles. He'll sizzle you, but then he doesn't get out the way. You don't get out the way with Tank. Whop! It's a problem. They say Piccoli reminds him of Big George. Nah. For some reason, people don't give Crawford his credit, his style. Nah, he's the best fighter in the world right now. Piccoli remind of a dad whooping a kid. Yeah, that's what it looked like against what's his face, right? Against fuck's his name, Anderson. King Kong vs Big Baby would have been good. Talk about juice. Big Baby had Capri Suns all up in his shorts and his fucking boxing shoes. Do you think Dubois punch versus Usyk was a low blow? No. I think it was legal, 1,000%. That should have been a knockdown. Not knockout, because Usyk might have got up if he had to. Joshua still had a lot left, but Fury can go. Please, good riddance. Damn. Tank set that ass up. He sure does. Opinion respected. All right. Biggest puncher Tank has faced is Ryan T.O. No. Rolly is probably the biggest puncher he's faced. Marco, the face of black. I wish. Big Baby threw crazy amount of punches at Ruiz and was clean. True. Steven Langford. Yeah, Rolly was the hardest puncher probably. Barrios could punch too though, but not Rolly could punch. Say what you want about him. You know, people say he eats crayons, but crayons must give you power. Maybe I should start eating crayons. Prime Loma versus Inoue. Ooh, I don't know. 1 second, guys. Ugh. My bad. Short bus strength. Steven Brown, salute. I'd pick Inoue over Loma. I don't know. Loma was pretty dope. I didn't like Loma at the time because they were putting him as pound for pound best when he had 7 fights, which to me was just insane. But when I watch him now, I appreciate him more. I didn't see that fight, but I heard, was it that close? I heard he struggled a little. Rolly used to be a nice young man. Then I don't know. He can't fight at all either. Bad television. Turn his TV off from his TV. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know. Fucking Rolly. What about that cruise away from the Congo? Huh? That used to be super fight. That used to be at the super fight between Loma and Inoue back in. Really? Inoue was. I don't remember Inoue being that big back then. Do you think Loma won versus Devin? I had Devin winning when I watched it live, and then in the replay, I had Loma winning. So, I don't know. Nowhere. I don't know much about Kendrick. I stopped listening to all new hip hop after Shine went to jail. Not because Shine went to jail, but that just happened to be the time frame. I think we'll see Inoue versus Nick Ball at 126. He'll fuck Nick Ball up. That might have been the worst. I think Meldrick Taylor versus Chavez was worse because of what was on the line and how it ruined Taylor's career. But in terms of just straight, like, uncalled for stoppage, that might take the cake. If you watch that fight in the replay, Barroso's throwing punches, and the ref jumps in and stops the fight as Barroso's throwing punches. It's like, what? Janibek's pretty dope. We got to see him. He's at 60, right? There's a 60-pounder right there. You feel me? Charlo's. Anyone seen Charlo's? Shit. Didn't one of them go live recently drunk? That's how you know boxing is corrupt. The fight was set up for Look, I'm not into conspiracy theories, but what other explanation is that stoppage besides just trying to set up Rolly versus, what was it, maybe Pitbull, who ended up beating the shit out of him? Janibek in my top 5. Damn. That's Martin Bacoli. Congo dude. I think might be the only person that could possibly beat Usyk. Anyway, pissed to have big year. Yeah. I didn't see the Hosma fight. I don't see Anyway moving up as much as Pacquiao or being. Well, nobody's gonna move up as much as Pacquiao. He holds the record. 8 weight classes, baby. Jamel was like that. Undisputed 54. I believe Richard Steele was paid. It has to be. And guess what? It was all Don King fights. Even when Richard Steele stopped the fight against Tyson versus Razor Ruddock, the first fight. That was premature. No. I get what you mean. There's flash, but no, not. I never seen.
Y'all must have forgot.
I think Shushu beat. I don't think Fulton's that good. You think Jamel Charlo lost? Isn't Fulton a 118-pounder? Or is he 122? He's 122. No, he's 118, isn't he? You think Jamel Charlo lost his first fight against Tony Harrison? I don't remember that fight, man. You think Scott Nicholson is the hottest fighter? Wow, you guys are making me feel like a fucking casual. I know the name Sky Nicholson, but I don't know who that is. So 2 in a row. I've at least heard of Tony Harrison, but I didn't see the fight, and I don't know who the fuck Sky Nicholson is. Although the name sounds so familiar. I thought Jamel won the first one. Are you good with Turkey controlling everything? We were talking about this earlier. No, because if he decides to pull out, we're fucked. But as of now, yeah. Nope, 122. He have a rematch with Figueroa. Oh, okay. What happened to OB? I thought you said ODB. I'm like, he died. OBC roster, not many cards. What's the thoughts? What's OBC stand for? Eddie Hearn, side piece. I remember, I believe Charlo versus Harry was a draw. Manny Pacquiao made every big famous welterweight dehydrate to 147. Even the Cassano fight, I thought Jamel won. First one for sure. I heard Turkey has health issues. A word? She said that today. Oh, PBC. I was like, what the fuck's OBC? Some shit I never heard of. No one is like Prime Mel. I mean, I wouldn't say no one's like him. He's good, but he's not, Not Harrison took Charlo's belt their first fight. What else we got? Yeah, Turkey having health issues is getting worse, but he's still pushing. Is that true? Have I heard of ODB? Of course. I think Keyshawn beats Dennis. Damn. That's too bad. I didn't know that. How bro was doing nothing but jabbing. I believe Charlo landed more punches too. He's been telling us. He's been Oh, I didn't know that. That sucks. Duran was 5'6", first pro fight, weighed 119, and moved up to fight light. I know, crazy. Well, hopefully not. Hopefully he's healthy. That would suck. That sucks. What else we got, people? I'm about to wrap it up. About to wrap it up. Dwayne, there's a 15-year-old. See? He might be 16 now. Alvarez has never faced an opponent that is super versatile. Canelo? That's crazy talk. If Turkey leaves, it'll be tough to find. That's what I'm saying. Super middleweight at pro and middleweight as amateur. Where'd you get all that? Al Jazeera. What's up, Michael? I hope it's not true. My current? Inoue, Terence Crawford, Tank Davis, David Benavidez, Bam Rodriguez, and then you can throw in Canelo and Usyk. Alvarez never beat an opponent super versatile. Okay, that's wild. That's wild talk. I don't know what he owns. Maybe that's why Turkey is buying up everything now, trying to make the big fights. Remember that I said it. Okay. Canelo had trouble with Arizolandi Lara. He did? I wouldn't say he's washed, but okay. You know, I do. And I'll tell you why, Stavy, because to me, dominance plays a big part in my pound for pound list. And Usyk just arguably lost both fights to Fury. Tank has never arguably lost to anybody. Now, what might counteract that is the fact that Usyk fought way better competition than Tank. So that's why I said Canelo and Usyk are 6 and 7, but I'm okay with throwing them in the top 5 instead. Because Beterbiev just arguably lost to Bivol. That's why. Benavidez never arguably lost to anybody. And, that's why. Otherwise, I would, if it wasn't for his last fight, I would have had Beterbiev up there. Yeah, he did. That's dope. T.O. training with Canelo, that's what it looks like, yeah. Me, I already answered that. I'm super middle and middle. Trainer of the year? I don't know. Anyway, I'm going to go, guys. It's late. I will catch you guys tomorrow. Appreciate you guys. Peace. Hit the like button on the way out, please.